Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about equality and relational operators in Java programming. So guys, these are some of the equality and relational operators that we can use. Mostly it is used between two numbers in order to compare them and to check whether the numbers are greater than or equal to each other or not. So guys, this is the first relational operator, that is greater than. So as you can see, this is a greater than symbol, and the example can be, let's say, a number A if it is greater than B, and if it is actually greater than B, then it will return true, or else if A is smaller than B, then it will return false. Guys, in the same way, we have the reverse of greater than, that is less than, and you can see this is the sign, and we have A less than B as the example, and then based on the number values, it will either return true or false. And in this way guys, we have greater than or equal to, in which it will also check whether it is greater than or it can be equal to. Guys, the only important difference between this greater than or equal to and greater than is that it will also check whether this A is equal to B in this greater than or equal to. Whereas if A is equal to B over here, so still it will return false since we are not providing the equal to symbol over here. So this we will see with the help of example as well. Again, we have less than or equal to, and then we have equal to equal to. If both the numbers, that is A and B, are equal, then it will return true, or else it will return false. And then in the end we have not equal to. So if they are not equal to each other, then it will return true. So guys, let us see all this with the help of example over here. So let's say we have two numbers, that is num1, it is equal to 10, and then we have another number, that is num2, it is equal to 20. Now guys, these relational operators are very much used with the combination of this if-else statement which we have seen previously. So in the if condition, we have to provide the relational operator, and based on the outcome, if it is true, then this block of code will get executed, or else the control flow will go to the else part and this block of code will get executed. So guys, let us check this with the help of example over here. So let's say we have the if statement, and then inside the brackets we have to provide the relational operators by using these numbers. So let's say num1 is less than num2. So first we will check whether the number is less than another number or not, and then what we will do is inside the open and close curly braces we will print the statement, that is num1 is less than num2. Since guys we are checking whether num1 is less than num2 or not, so num1 is less than num2 when this condition is true. And after this if condition, we can also put else. Inside the curly braces we can put num1. I'll just copy the statement over here. So num1 is, we can put not less than num2. Since this condition becomes false, it will go in the else part. So let me just save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is less than num2. So num1 is actually 10 and the num2 value is actually 20. So num1 is less than num2 over here. Now guys, let us change the value of this num2 in such a way that num1 is greater than num2. So num2 is equal to 5. Let me save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is not less than num2. Since this is checked whether 10 is less than 5 or not, no in this case. So this condition will become false over here, and then the control flow will go to the else part, in which num1 is not less than num2 will get printed. Now guys, let us check the reverse of this, that is num1 greater than num2 or not. We will change a string over here, that is num1 is greater then num2, and then the same thing we will copy and paste this over here, that is it is not greater than num2. Let me just save this file and try running this code over here. So as we can see, num1 is greater than num2 because actually num1, which is 10, is greater than num2, which is equal to 5 over here. Now let me just change the value of this to 15, in which case num1 will not be greater than num2 in this case. So let me save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is not greater than num2. Now guys, what happens when we make the num1 and num2 equal to each other? So let me just change the value of num2 to 10, and then in this case it will check whether num1 is greater than num2 or not. In this case it is not, since it is equal to. So let me save this file and try running this code to see what happens. So as you can see, num1 is not greater than num2 in this case. That's because this condition is false and the control flow goes to the else part since it is equal to over here. Now what if we want to print this statement num1 is greater than num2 when both the numbers are equal as well. So guys, in that case what we can do is we can use greater than or equal to. So in this case it will be checked whether num1 is actually greater than or equal to num2. And guys, in this example, yes, num1 is equal to num2. So in this case num1 is greater than num2 will get printed over here. What we will do is num1 is greater than or equal to. We will just change the string so that it becomes sensible over here. So we have changed the string. So let me save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is greater than or equal to num2. And what if it is not greater than or equal to? So let's say we will increase the num2 value by 1, that is 11. So in this case, num1 is not greater than num2 over here, nor it is equal to. So num1 is not greater than num2 is getting printed since the control flow goes to the else part. Now guys, let us check the equality and not equal to relational operators. So what we will do is, let's say I'll put the values for both the numbers as equal. What I will do is I will just change the string, that is num1 over here is equal to num2, and then over here num1 is not equal to num2. Not equal to num2. And then let me just save this file, and before running it I'll just change the relational operator over here, whereas num1 is equal to num2 or not. Let me save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is equal to num2. We have an extra is over here, so I'll just remove this. And what if we change the value in such a way that both the numbers are not equal? Let me save this file and try running this code. So as we can see, num1 is not equal to num2. So over here the control flow goes. And guys, in order to print this statement over here, we can remove this equal to operator, and instead of that we can put not equal to operator. In this way, the num1 is not equal to num2. In this case, yes, it is not equal, and this thing will get printed. So let me just change the string to yes over here, and we will change the string to no over here. So what we are trying to do is num1 not equal to num2? Yes, it is not equal. So let me run this. So it is coming as yes. And when it becomes equal to, so let me just change this value of num2 to 10. In this case, it is equal to. So is num1 not equal to num2? No, in this case. So it will go in the else part. So let me run this code. So as you can see, no is getting printed. And guys, in this way we can easily use the relational operators and quickly compare the numbers as far as Java programming is concerned. So guys, that's it in this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is assignment operators in Java programming. So stay tuned.